Hey guys, it's Mandy and Tiffany, and we're here to do two things. One is the Q&A video from the questions submitted for the giveaway, and then the second part at the end we will announce the 4 winners of the giveaway. So, get started with the questions.
Alright, the first question we got asked our thoughts on circumcision and if we plan to circumcise Carter. At this point we haven't made a decision. We plan to talk to our pediatrician and kind of get their thoughts and whatnot on the subject, and then we will make a decision. But we've decided to, once we do make that decision, we're going to keep that private because it is so controversial. So.
Next question is how many children ideally would we like? Originally she wanted 3, but I don't like odd numbers on anything, so we were going to have 2, and then after everything happened with Kaylin, decided that we would have as many as we could. Then I realized she would have a billion kids if that was possible, so we settled on 4. But it's all going to depend on how things go. We're going to obviously start with 1, and then, but right now the goal is 4.
Yep. The next question asked if we can explain him not having a crib better. We did a whole video on him having a floor bed instead of a crib. At the end of that video we explained that when he first comes home from the hospital we'll be co-sleeping, and we showed like what he was going to be sleeping on and whatnot. But by the time he moves into this room, he'll be in the floor bed, and basically we just liked it because it fosters independence. He doesn't have to wait for us to come get him out of bed. He can get up and roam freely in his room and play with things or read books or whatever. And the whole room will be child-proofed at that point, and we won't have to worry about anything, and we will have the video monitor and whatnot, so we'll know if he's up. But it might not work. It might. We'll just kind of play it by ear, but we like the idea of it, and so we're going to try it.
The next question is asking about planning on breastfeeding, and I'm not sure if they were asking me if I was planning on breastfeeding, but I am not. I'm not planning on breastfeeding. The doctors did give me that option, but I'm just going to let her handle that, and hopefully he'll be breastfed for the first year at least. So,
next one's yours too.
How will we explain to our son when he asks why he doesn't have a dad, and do we think that'll be a challenging thing for him to grow up with? I have thought about this, and hoping that it's not a challenging thing, and that he's happy with the family that he has and doesn't feel the need to ask that question. He won't lack male role models in his life. He has 5 grandfathers, and he'll have 2 uncles, and obviously being a police officer, I'm surrounded by men at work and that I hang out with, so he'll have an abundance of male influence, so I'm not worried about that. But in the event that he does ask, we did choose a donor that was open to communication after 18, so he will have that option if, in fact, he does become curious or want to know the other genetic makeup of him. So,
right. Next question asks whose last name he'll carry, and he will carry both of our last names. I actually changed my last name to Mandy's last name about the time we got married, so yeah, we'll all have the same last name.
Next question is how many, it's a 2-part question, how many babies do we want, which we explained 4, and if any more, who will carry next. And I'm actually going to try to carry the next one, so hopefully I'm able to, but if not, then she'll continue carrying them. So
the next question is asking if I plan to have a natural birth or a medicated birth. I plan to have a natural, unmedicated birth, but, you know, with everything, anything can happen in labor and delivery, and so I'm prepared to be flexible, but ultimately I would like an unmedicated natural birth.
Yeah, I think you can do the next one too.
And the next one asks, do you plan to breastfeed, why or why not? Yes, I plan to breastfeed. I just think that breast is best, and so I want to try to exclusively breastfeed for at least 6 months, hopefully a year. but we'll just see how it goes. Our midwife at our doctor's office is a lactation consultant, and they have lactation consultants in the hospital, so I think I'll have a lot of support with that, and I hope that I'll be able to do it. So, yes.
Next question is, did ever consider a home birth? And did consider it. Tiffany really wanted it, and I think it would be a good experience. I would love for him to be born here, but at the same time, it made me really nervous. With everything that has happened to us already, I just didn't want any chances, and being 8 to 10 minutes from a hospital, I would just rather be in the hospital already in the event that something were to happen that we couldn't handle at home. So we did consider it, but in the end decided hospital is probably better for us.
And the next question asks if we planned on having another baby, how soon we would try to conceive. At this point, we would like to try with Mandy starting next May. Plans can change, and obviously once Carter gets here, we might decide that we want to wait a little bit longer, but at this point, that's the tentative plan.
Okay. And next question, which we'll both answer. What is the hard? Oh no, this one's for me. What is the hardest thing about being a non-bio mom? And I did touch on this in a video when I did the Diary of a Non-Bio Mom a while back. But really, it's main thing is just the not fully experiencing the pregnancy, not being able to feel everything that she can feel and know when he's moving. I only know if she tells me or if I just happen to look over and see her stomach moving. But early on when she could feel him and I couldn't, those kind of things were hard. But overall, it's not that bad. I feel just as much a part of the pregnancy as she does. And then obviously when it comes time to give birth, I won't be able to take that pain away or experience that or be a part of that really in any kind of way other than the supportive role, I guess. So, but that's really it.
The next question is why we chose the name Carter. Basically, it was the only boy name we could both agree on. We have a couple girl names picked out that we both like, but the boy names we kind of struggled with. I wanted something not so popular, but not unheard of, and I don't know, just a lot of the names that I suggested she didn't like or had a bad association with it or something. So Carter we ended up settling on. I really like the name even though it's more popular than I thought I would use.
Next question is, are we planning on cloth diapering? And we're not. We're going to go with disposable diapers. It would save money to cloth diaper. It would be nice in that sense. But in the end, I just decided that it would be a lot of laundry, and I do the laundry and just time consuming, and didn't want to tack that on. So that's the main reason, pretty much the only reason that we aren't going to cloth diaper.
And the next question is, what will Carter be calling us? And at this point, we've decided that I will go by Mommy and she'll go by Mama. And if that changes because Carter calls us something different, then that's fine. But at this point, that's what we've chosen.
Yeah, I'm good with letting him decide in the end if he wants to change it. So, next question is another question about circumcision, which we did cover.
And then, what scares you most about being first-time parents? I don't think that I would use the word scared, because I don't feel like I'm scared to be a parent. I guess it's scary to think about, like, I'm shaping this human for life, and like how I parent can affect him as an adult. That sort of thing is kind of scary, but overall, I wouldn't think that I'm scared about anything. I'm just excited and really just excited.
Yeah, pretty much same thing that she said. There's always the fear of the unknown. You don't really know what to expect until they're actually here and you're living it. So that's pretty much my big thing, is just not knowing. I am kind of a planner, and I kind of like to know what's going on, and in this situation, I don't, because first-time parents. So that's really the only fear that I can think of that I have, is just not knowing. So the next question is, if we decide to have more children, how soon after Carter's born, will we try? And who will carry the next baby? And we did answer that one previously. So the last question is Carter going to wear the one-piece baby bye that has the monkey butt on his day coming home? And Tiffany actually made the outfit he's going to wear coming home from the hospital, so he won't be wearing the monkey butt one. And we will show you the coming home outfit in the baby bag when we do his hospital, not baby bag, sorry, his hospital bag video when we show you that. So that should be coming up soon.
Yep. Alright, so next we're going to do the drawing for the giveaway winners. We just printed out everyone's name who submitted the question and put it in our diaper raffle box from the shower. I didn't get to show y'all because I made it right before the shower, but you saw it in some of the pictures. But you can draw the first name.
Okay, and if we do draw your name, just make sure you send us a private message. Let us know the address you want the test sent to. I'll try and get it in the mail Monday, if not Tuesday's the absolute latest. So just make sure you send us a message by then. The first winner is Family Daydream. So.
Second one is Veronica, and if I pronounce this wrong, I apologize. Villagrana.
And the third one is Blissfully Rebellious.
Okay, and last but not least is... Oh, why do I get all these hard names? Bronte Daggett. Bront Daggett, maybe? I don't know. I apologize again. I'm sorry.